Good morning. I'm coming to you from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, staying at Glamping Camp. It's run by my beautiful cousins, and it's a magnificent little spot. Great little vintage trailers, hot springs, public one and a private one. A little seating area outside. It's gated, protected by codes. There's a grill, bathtub, shower. It's really nice, really lovely. Only a certain number of spots, so it's very quiet and quaint. It's really nice. I'm sure it could get loud too if everybody was partying. With everything that's going on in the world right now, Most High, please show us. How can we remain positive, peaceful, and connected through these trying times that are trying to separate and devour us? Reconnect to your source of being. When you're inspired, you reconnect to your source of being. You go beyond the world of limitations and enter a space of creative knowing. As you move into a state of inspiration by feeling connected to a great purpose or an extraordinary project, you surrender. Reconnect to your source of being. I like this one too. Well, I like all of them, so I have to be careful. Forget about the cash value. Try to free yourself from placing a cash value on everything you have, do, and say. Do what your heart tells you will bring you joy, rather than determining it will be a cost-effective in the world of spirit. There are no price tags. It's not about the money, that's what we created. And we can create a different way of doing things if we all decide. Final one. Burning, intense, feel intense burning desire. Sorry, the screen is showing it to me backwards. Feel intense burning desire. Well, that's really fun. The quality that stands out among those who feel inspired is a quality of intense burning desire. The intensity of your desires needs to be so great that your love for who you are and what you do precludes the possibility of any boredom, tedium, or weariness. This is a really, really good point. This is how I get through really difficult times. You know, if you can find the mauve lining, isn't that mauve? An interesting color. Our carpets ended up mauve one year, but they came out really bright pink. There was nothing mauve about it. The quality that stands out amongst those who feel inspired is a quality of intense burning desire. The intensity of your desire needs to be so great that your love for who you are and what you do precludes the possibility of any boredom, tedium, or weariness. So, this is probably saying that we might be on a sideways path and we need to get back on it. Life is meant to be enjoyed and lived. You know, we place all these weird feelings on people, like if you're homeless, or if you're this, or if you're that, you need to feel or be or do or say or act a certain way. The truth of the matter is, we all experience different challenges. All different kinds of people can experience the same challenge and totally different challenges. There's enough variety out there. If you're actually stepping out your front door and going out engaging with the world, there's enough out there to get you inspired again. There is. I experienced homelessness in Ireland and in America, and it was the mindset that saved my sanity and kept me from doing anything too bad or too self-damaging. Because when you're in a situation like that, you tend to self-destruct because it's super scary and stressful, you know? But by finding that desire, like, you know, picking something each day to get you going. So if you're homeless, picking a place to walk that you've never been before, checking out somewhere new, talking to someone new, getting yourself cleaned up like you're not homeless, and act like you're camping or on a trip. There are different ways to get your head in the right space so that you can pull yourself out of stuff. You have the power. So let's pull a couple of tarot cards. From the Paulina Tarot deck. Nancy, if you're out there and you ever listen to this, from K Jewelers, I want to say thank you for my boots. I wore them to my sister's wedding last night. Congratulations, Sam and Gabe. I wish you decades of love and happiness, excitement, peace, joy, laughs, good music, good company, good food. I wish you resources. I wish you travel. And I wish you beautiful memories that you never lose. Congratulations, you too. Slàinte. This is organic rainforest, sprouts, coffee ground, and the shop. You know, one of those dispensable ones. And MCT oil, I got at the shop down the road. The shop has a funky name. One letter off from being something funnier. And then pouring cream, which I brought from home because I don't go home anywhere without my pouring cream anymore. I just love it too much. You know, something that inspires passion and desires and living. Pouring cream. Pouring cream and watermelon. And a nice warm jacket. and a beautiful place to sit and do a reading and amazing music playing in the background. Every moment is an opportunity to give thanks and praise. Even if you have nothing, you have something. You always have something. Now, I like to read the book when I do my tarot readings because different decks have different takes on the various major and minor arcana cards, their meanings, both, inverse and reverse, or regular and reverse. Spirit gives you a message, but there are always layers because there are a lot of different people that could hear the same message and get something totally different from it. That's why the Bible's been the #1 bestseller for, centuries? Because of interpretation? It needs to be updated. It's a moral guidebook to help people not, destroy themselves or others with stories, parables. However, unfortunately, those parables are not relevant these days. So, maybe it's time someone puts together a book universally. We all put together a book. We all write a little story, put it in there with a moral to it of a lesson that we learned. How cool would that be? I think that's a pretty cool idea. I was just about to say hashtag new world or like new world order. How funny. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking that back. F off political and socioeconomic elite. I'm taking back new world order. Feck off, you. New world order is we all get together and we make things better. Period. We each take a lesson that we've learned, write it down, and let's put a book together. And then look what fell out on the floor as I was thinking about saying that. This is really cool. Right side up, the Fool. The first step of the major arcana. Stepping off that scary cliff of new beginnings. How cool is that? Phoenix rising from the ashes up at the top there. I've got a giant phoenix scar on my belly. It looks like the wings, but like this. And I was born in Phoenix. And my name is Ash. So that's cool. I always find a symbolic connection with the phoenix bird. I loved the one in Harry Potter. I thought that was badass. I wish that thing was in so many more scenes, so many more stories. I want a book just on like the phoenix, what it went through. That would be cool. The Fool. Forget about the cash value. Jump off that cliff of new beginnings. Join me in this new book we'll put together. I mean, the Bible basically means the book, biblio, book. You got bibliophiles, book lovers. And then you've got bibliomancy, which is Bible dipping. It means you open up a book randomly and you point and you get guidance. It's kind of like using tarot cards, actually. It's very, very similar. If the tarot deck had Bible verses on it, that would be, a form. I guess it's a form of bibliomancy, but it's not really a book. They're cards. Someone come up with a new word. Reconnect to your source of being. 9 of Cups. Now in Tarot, we've got 1 through 10. Then you've got Prince or Princess or Page. Then you've got the Knights or the Princes in some decks. And then you've got Queens and Kings for the minor arcana. And these are like little mini cycles of life and learning within the major arcana. So you've got 0 through 21 of the major arcana. So you got the Fool all the way to the universe, you know. And that's beginnings to endings and completion. And then you've got the minor arcana, which fits into each one of those major arcana. They're little cycles of life and learning. You know, so if you're in the beginning stages of the Fool energy, you're starting something new. And then out pops a 9 of Cups energy. So within that new beginning, right, you're already bumped up to a level 9 of Cups, which is reward, right? So if you jump off that new beginnings cliff and write this book with me, I mean, that's just an example of something to ignite passion in your life, right? You will get 9 of Cups because you've already put in all the work before with other things that failed. You know, you have to think aces, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. Like 5s is the catalyst. It's like the top of the mountain of like pain and effort and struggle. And then after that, it's kind of gravy going down the hill till completion, except with swords. Swords is difficult all the way up and down because that's mastery of the mind. And the mind is where the devil seeps in and destroys you through either addictions or negative self-talk or, you know, self-destructive behaviors or whatever, right? So you go through these stages of life. If you start this new beginning and you forget about the cash value of it, you reconnect to your source of being, you're going to get this 9 of Cups energy, right? Now, what if it's in reverse? Vanity, self-indulgence, unfulfilled wishes. You know? And what is it right side up? A feeling of well-being, enjoyment of life, great success, contentment, generosity of spirit. There are 2 sides to every coin. How do you choose to flip that coin and how do you choose to read it? You know? Do you want to enjoy your life? Be successful and content? Then be generous of spirit. If you're selfish about it, you're not going to fulfill these wishes of yours. So be mindful of why you're reconnecting to your source of being. Are you doing it for positive reasons or negative reasons? Now you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of other people. However, sometimes if you let go of your ego and you just start helping other people, you end up getting what you needed in the end. Hi, Mike. How are you? I'm doing a reading. Can you hear me or no? Okay, cool. He's awesome. So, feel intense burning desire. Okay, that's really freaking cool. Look how that fell. Can you see? 3 of Wands. It felt right on top of reconnect to your source of being. I think this will determine how this lands. Where is it? This lands. So let's check out 3 of Wands energy. Exploring the unknown, new adventures, expanding horizons, providing direction, foresight, and responsibility. Take responsibility of your life, right? Expand your horizons, go out into the unknown world, have a new adventure, and this will give you your direction, right? It wasn't in reverse. I'm not even going to go there. How cool is that? That's so connected with that Fool energy. It's wild. Right? This is like, hey, take that step and then you will be emotionally successful in life. Feeling intense burning desire. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Steve Miller Band. This is the second time I've heard this song in like a couple days. Okay, how cool is this? Feel intense burning desire, and the card at the top and the card that snuck out at the bottom, you have 2 major arcana, first of all. Second of all, the first one on top is the Chariot, which is 7 in the major arcana. And this is all about forward progress, movement. Keep moving. What does Dora say in Finding Nemo? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Right? Keep swimming. Go for a long walk. Ride a bicycle. Get out of your head. Move. Move yourself. Get out of your house. Get moving. Right? Have a conversation. Pass on the hope to others. Bottom of the deck, you've got 19 in the major arcana. Right? You jump from the Chariot all the way to the sun, shining bright, overflowing your beautiful love energy onto everyone around you, who has the pleasure and blessing and honor of being in your presence, to absorb that light and then become little suns themselves, passing on the light to others, passing on the torch like the Olympics, you know? One guy has running with the torch and the next guy is, you know, swimming with it or whatever it is that they do, right? Feel intense burning desire by getting your ass in gear and moving. Get your arse moving and shining bright. What is the Rihanna song? Shine bright like a diamond. She's so badass. Congratulations to her on having a baby. She's gonna be an excellent mom. Okay, feeling intense burning desire. We got Chariot, forward movement. You know, get in your chariot. You got your Pegasus horses flying and go. Soar to new high heights. It's like, oh, the places you'll go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You've got brains in your head and feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Right? You look up and down corners, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With my head full of brains and my shoes full of feet, I'll choose not to go down any not so good street. Right? So I think the message is pretty clear. It's time to have a new successful beginning. Don't worry about the cash money value of it. It's not about that. It's about getting your arse in gear with that Three of Wands energy, right? And if you do it with generosity and giving in mind to others, I am filling up my own cup so that I can share my overflowing cup with others. If you have that mentality, your Nine of Cups will be right side up, and you will have success beyond belief. Keep that burning desire alive. Get moving. Just keep swimming, 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 and share that light. Share that Olympic torch with others. Right? It's like Forrest Gump running through everybody's town, and he inspired everyone, and then at some point he's like, okay, I'm done running. I figured out where I'm at and what I need to do. All right? And then he just stopped, and everyone's like, wait a minute, what? You were a beacon, you are a light. And he's like, I gave you all my light, now it's your turn to pass on the message. I mean, that wasn't really his intention, but that was one of the rippling effects of what he did, right? That's how I perceived it. Okay, I love you, everyone. My feet are numb, frozen. I'm going back inside. Ooh, cold, coldy baby. All right, there we are. I highly recommend booking a stay here. How freaking cool is that? I won't show you over there because there's all the cars and stuff, but there's a lot of really cool campers. I'll try and show you one. Hold on. Okay, well that didn't work at it too. Okay, anyway, love you all.